and welcome to another video of mine. This video was kind of off the cuff video. I did not have this in mind, but today I came up with something that I thought was kind of fun and I wanted to share with you guys. So I love doing fun things with my family, making crafts, celebrating parties, clearly. And part of that is because for many years I worked in early childhood education. And thanks to all my experience working with young people, little kids, I really enjoy coming up with fun ways to interact with the books that I read with my kids. So lately my daughter has been really into the book Room on the Broom. And actually I have it right here. So this is Room on the Broom. If you don't know this book, it's such a cute book. It's a story of a witch who's on a broom with her cat, and she keeps dropping things and having to swoop down to find those things. And with each of her objects that she drops, she meets another animal who wants to know if there's room on her broom. And then in the end, something really fun happens. So it's a really cute book. I love it. And the illustrations are lots of fun. There's the witch with the dog and the cat, and there's a frog. There's a frog in it. It's really cute. So one of the things that I've always liked to do is bring books like this to life. So my daughter has been really into this book lately. If we sit down to read it, we have to at least read it twice. Not once, but usually twice, sometimes 3 times. And there's also an animated version of it that was made, I think, I don't know, like 5 years ago or so. That is now on Netflix. So she saw that on Netflix as well. So she's just been really into this book lately, which I thought was so appropriate for the season because Halloween is coming up, so it's lots of fun. So today, when we were reading the book for the second time in a row, I was looking and I saw her little wand, and it's really simple and it's really cute, and it has these stripes, and I'm pretty sure it's either blue and white or black and white. I think it's technically blue, but it kind of looks maybe like it could be black on the cover. Anyway, and so it has these stripes. And then I remembered that after the Mickey Mouse party that I threw, I still had these paper straws left over because if I have leftovers of anything, I usually keep them in case I need to use them for a future event or a future craft. So I was looking and I thought, you know, I think Ruth would love it if I made her a little wand that looks like this one, and that way when we read the book, she can have her wand and it could be fun. So I started figuring out a way that I could make the wand, and then I thought, she also just enjoys the story in general, and how can I make her feel more like the protagonist of the story? So I thought I could make her a witch hat that went along with the book. So in the book, they talk about that the witch has a hat, and then she has ginger-colored hair in a braid that flies down. So I thought I'll make this wand, and I'll make a little hat for her as well with a ponytail coming out the back with the hair and the bow. So that's what I've done today, and I decided to film it because a lot of the time when I do a craft, it's very hard for me to remember to take photos as I go because sometimes I change things out and it doesn't always work for me. And so I wanted to make a blog post to share this as a fun idea for parents or teachers. And I realized that maybe it would be easier to make a video and kind of show you what steps that I took. So here's the video. I hope you enjoy it. And if you haven't read Room on the Broom, you should because it's super cute. First I started with the hat, and I made a triangle that I rolled into a cone. Pretty simple. I used as much of the paper as I could to do this so that it would be tall. And I used hot glue. You can use Elmer's glue or tape or whatever you happen to have on hand. I like to use my hot glue because it dries faster, so it makes the project go by a little bit faster and smoother. And then I cut off the excess so that it would stand up and be able to be attached to the rest of the hat, which I'm going on to make now. I just used a bowl to draw a circle. If you're really comfortable drawing a good circle, you could freehand it, but I'm not that comfortable. And then I just attached it with hot glue. I didn't add it to my list of things that you might need, but I have some elastic that will show up in just a minute, and that's what I attached to the hat so that my daughter could wear it as a hat since it's flat. So you could use string if you'd like, or some fabric. I used elastic because I happen to have elastic on hand. So then you just attach that, and voila. So then now I have some yarn that I just cut out a bunch of pieces and put it into 3 strands, as you can see, to braid, and braid just like you would braid hair with the 3 strands braiding. And that will be the witch's ginger hair. And I took a pipe cleaner, which will show up in just a second, and used it for her bow. She has a yellow bow with polka dots in the book, and I liked the bow. I did not have any ribbon or any fabric that I thought would work well, so I just decided to use a yellow pipe cleaner. The fun thing with projects like this that are for kids, you can kind of use what you happen to have around the house. So that's what I did. And so here's her braid. And then I attached it to the hat. I actually attached it to the wrong place so that the seam from the tall part of the hat shows in the front instead of the back. So you should attach it to the same side of that so it's in the back. And then I put a little piece of paper over it to keep it nice and safe. All right, so here we go on with the wand. Now that the hat's done, I just cut out these stars. I have a template that I used. I printed it directly onto yellow paper because that was easy. I will post a link to the template for free in the description. You could use white paper if you want to, or a brighter yellow paper, or you could paint it when you're done, whatever you want to do. So I took my straw and just hot glued and attached one on one end side and one on the other so that it looks like a wand, basically. Easy peasy. Again, you don't have to use hot glue, and you don't have to use a paper straw either. Okay, so there it was. I hope that was pretty straightforward. Mostly what I did was I came up with the idea, so I went to look in my closet to see what craft items I had that would go along with it. So in the story, she has a yellow bow, and I didn't have yellow ribbon, but I did have a yellow pipe cleaner, so I thought I could just make that into the shape of a bow, and she won't care because she loves stuff like this. So really, it's kind of about, you can do the exact same thing I did, or you can kind of mix and match with what you happen to have around the house, because that's the fun thing, is when it's organic like this. Like, I had an idea, I went to see what I had, and I went from there. That's why I made the hat out of, instead of like fabric or something like that, which would have taken longer, that's why I made it out of the 2 square pieces of scrap paper. And I didn't have black, so I went with charcoal. You know, there are things that you can do so you don't have to go out and buy every single thing that I used. Also, just wanted to let you guys know, I like to use hot glue because it dries faster, so it usually makes things quicker. I'm used to having to build things for party design and things like that. I'm used to working on projects while my kids are, you know, in the other room, so I need something that's kind of quick. But as with anything else like that, you must be really careful with a hot glue gun, because I get burnt quite a bit myself, and I work with them a lot. So I use a hot glue gun. You can also probably use Elmer's glue for this, because you're just working basically with paper. I will have a link in the description, I think I may have already mentioned, of the star template, so that you can print that directly on yellow paper if you like, or on white paper, and then you can put glue on it and put glitter on it, or sequins, or paint it. You know, you could make it into a project for your kids to do along with you. So that would even make it better. But I would encourage you not probably to use hot glue guns with young children, because it's dangerous. Anyway, so my daughter loved that I made this for her. She immediately wanted to put the hat on and wore it most of the afternoon. She immediately wanted to read the book again, so we did that. And I actually have a clip of her, a couple clips of her in the hat and with her wand, and I just wanted to share those as well. Thanks for watching. Those clips are going to be coming up after I'm done talking here. Bye. But thank you for watching, and don't forget to subscribe if you want to see more. And don't forget to go to my website, merrymakinglady.com, for all things party planning. All right, thanks, guys. Then out of the bushes on thundering paws there bounded a dog with the hat in his jaws. He dropped it politely, then eagerly said, as the witch pulled the hat firmly down on her head, "I am a dog as keen as can be. Is there room on the broom for a dog like me?" What did the witch say? "Yes," cried the witch. Can you say yes?
Yes.
What are they looking for?
She's trying to find her hat.
Mm-hmm. Who brings her hat?
I don't know. I'm going to find the hat. There's her hat.
Who has the hat?
There she is, her hat.
The doggy has it?
Yeah. There's a hat.
There's her hat.
Yeah.
Do you like it?
Yes.
I know you like room on the broom. That's why I made you this. Is that her wand?
Yes, that is her one.
I love that.